Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got an open man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Wants to throw. It's Need. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Barnes. Buys a little time with his feet. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. They'll go back to work on offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Base 27 Jones.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the 1st down and more. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
To the air on 2nd down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass, it's Barnes. He tries to take the top off. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Let's go. Let's go.
To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Ball just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. It's 1st and goal and looking for the first score. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quick toss. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They try to get it outside on the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. Oh, a lot of space. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Big fella moving. Touchdown. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Got a little space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Need. Right on the money. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Quarterback running on the draw. And it'll be a touchdown.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
1st and 10.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The lone back's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Still looking on the move. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can...
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly out to the tight end. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout called by the offense.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
At the 40.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And they're not on the same page there.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Trying to beat him to the left. Running into the open space. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it, turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
That's a first down for the offense.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
Green 25.
See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And it's in for a touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Need. He hurls one deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
This one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
So now it's second and long. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Need. Throws to the tight end. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I know this off. Out here in the second half hoping to build on their one possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
The offense will take over. First and 10.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive.
Here we go. Ready, go.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And here comes the offense on second down. He'll pitch it. Looking for room at the 30. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Peppers. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Here comes the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense got it. They're on the run. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either...
There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Off play action. Under fire. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, trying to cut to the inside. We're just not able to be on the same page there.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Got it in the middle. It's Hester. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite and you're a little bit flat and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts. But I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back to back. And all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Peppers. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
They'll run the toss. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The option look. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
Set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking to throw, it's Need. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Going to sling it on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had the last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And the offense takes the field, eager to go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Need. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter. Now you're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run this play from the pistol. Pulled and fired complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Toss sweep to the right. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. 4th down, gotta have it here. Can't find his man. It'll will be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. And they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? He'll go to the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Timeout by the defense.
Line gets set, first down. Quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.